What are some skinny people problems? Hi Reddit guys, subscribe now, or I will make your first girlfriend. My personal favorite. You can't be diabetic, you're skinny. Oh, thanks random man at the gas pumps. I'll let my pancreas know immediately. Always having to sit in the middle seat of the car. I have no momentum, but we can accelerate faster. Friends lifting you to show how easy it is to do so, especially when you tell them to put you down and they joke about dropping you. I used to be fat as frick. Now I'm skinny and the most apparent difference is I get cold much faster. Doesn't matter how I layer up. Definitely much less warm than I used to be when I was fat, but there's another layer to this weirdness. I'm significantly warmer when I'm slowly bulking up for weightlifting, and significantly colder when I'm cutting down. It's really weird. Edited to add additional layer of weirdness. The fire is often concentrated in my core and doesn't necessarily propagate fully to my extremities. This causes odd logistical problems to arise when trying to figure out proper blanket application to warm extremities, whilst also allowing proper airflow to refrigerate the core. If I hit my hip on a table or something as I'm walking by, it hurts a lot and leaves a bad bruise. My ass hurts after sitting for too long. That's about it. Those hip bruises are no joke. My grandmother calling me the ambassador of world hunger. Damn, grandma. That's cold. Finding pants that fit. For a guy. Yup. Good luck trying to find 28x32 jeans. Pinching a nerve in my butt because of my bony ass sitting down all day. It hurts to sit too long. I felt this in my tailbone. Okay, so that's why my ass hurts after an hour of sitting. Good to know. Also apparently we get cold easily. I'm cold all the time, but I thought it was like that for everyone. Also my goddamn lower right back hurts like 30% of the entire day. What the frick? I'm learning things and my daily annoyances now make sense. I'm 5 minutes and 11 seconds 135 and come from a relatively heavy set family. Parents are often just genuinely confused about how my body works. Being bony and sharp when being hugged. I've learned that if you get into Muay Thai, being bony and sharp is a huge plus. I learned that in karate. It would hurt me to block punches with my wrist, but it hurt them a whole lot more. I've been doing it wrong all this time. I kept using my face. All the shirts that look good on the mannequin turns out to have pins in the back. And the shirt on the mannequin is the last, only small size they have in stock, leaving none for you to even try on. I have taken clothing from the mannequin. I'm like, bro, you're wearing my size. And the secret is tailoring. You too can look like the mannequin with the secret pins. Just get the clothing tailored. I didn't discover the words fitted or athletic fit until I was in my 30s. It's become the most helpful aspect of clothing shopping as a 6 feet 2 inches 175 pounds man who is all leg and arm. The shame is that I still have to roll my sleeves up though, because nothing goes to my wrist unless it's made to fit a hippo. The stupid logic of manufactured clothing sizing of taller equals fatter. But at least I'm not wearing boxy belly shirts anymore. If you don't like baggy clothes, good luck finding something that will fit you. I've resorted to buying my clothes from Europe, because I can never find clothes that have the slim fit I'm looking for in Canada or the USA. Pearl and Bear jeans are my go-to jeans. They fit how I want and are cheap. My girlfriend had to resort to buying cloths from Asian counties. For example, she told me a small in USA is like a large in China. I'm 6'2" and lived in Japan. Can confirm Asian large is not the same thing. Having to deal with people's comments about your weight, body. You look anorexic. Do you even eat? I'm scared you'll blow away in the wind. Put some meat on FGS. No one's going to want to get with a bag of bones. This is the worst, especially if you're really self-conscious about being skinny. It might seem like a harmless comment, but it can really affect the rest of the day for whoever is on the receiving end of it. I noticed people tend to remember me as that skinny guy. It sucks when it turns into something people use to define who you are. Having to make extra holes in your belt. Obviously a first world problem, but kind of a pain in the ass nonetheless. I've got one of those clicker belts. Man, they are awesome. Perfect fit every time. Whoa, you ate all of that? With gusto. What people don't get is that it's not daily that I pig out and move and lift enough that my metabolism can handle it. When I ran 8 miles every other day, I ate a frick ton. People would comment that I must have had an amazing metabolism because of how much I ate versus my size. Yeah, dudes, I worked the calories off later. Paired with when was the last time you ate a steak? Or you look like you could use a sandwich from people who haven't seen you eat. People making a circle with their fingers around your wrists. Funny thing is I've gained 40 pounds since college, and I can still do the circle finger thing around my wrist. Apparently my wrists will always be skinny. My 24-year-old daughter works as hard to keep healthy weight on as I do to get mine under control. If she gets sick and has no appetite, she drops down fast and it's frightening to see. I bounced around a bit between ideal weight and kinda pudgy for a lot of my life. Since food allergies became a big deal, it's been a battle to keep my weight above always sick with something level. It's a goddamn show now. I need to use medical formula to keep from dropping dangerously low. I'd take kinda pudgy forever if it meant I could eat normally and not be nauseated or anaphylactic all the freaking time. People call you weak all the time. Yup. Bartend and people stare in awe when I carry 2 whole 24 packs of beer to stock. If I had $1 for the number of times I've heard, "Do you need help with that?" I probably wouldn't have to bartend anymore. My mother's a farm girl, and I get my skinny jeans from her. She was telling me the other day about how a guy asked if she needed help with a 20 bag of cat food at the store. She replied no, but after this I'll be loading up 800 pounds of grain that you're welcome to help with. I've learned to only ask old women whether they need help carrying things. Was having a bad day and was struggling to lift a case of bottled water in the cart when a lady behind me says, "Let me help you sir," and proceeded to put it in my cart like it was a box of Kleenex. Very humbling when you're a guy. Something I recently found out. Rib pain. Woke up with a stabbing pain in my chest and phoned the doctor, who said it's quite common with skinny people. Nothing to do other than rest, stay on painkillers and wait for it to fade. Holy frick, I think you just figured out my mystery sharp pain. Did you have it while breathing in? And to get over the pain, you have to take a deep breath and pop that muscle back into place for pain to stop? Like you had to continue to shallow breathe to not feel the pain? That is called precordial catch syndrome, I think, based on your description. If so, nothing to worry about, but nice to have a name for it. Obviously I'm just an internet weirdo, so please do not construe this post as medical advice. I'm going to make major life medical choices based only off of your comment now. Is that what that fricking it is? Fricking hell. When I was skinny, people would comment on how skinny that I was, but when I was fat they complained about how fat I got. LOL. I went from being a size 2 where everyone told me to gain some weight, to a size 6 where people commented about how I need to watch it before I fill out too much. I come from a super skinny family, all women, no male siblings or cousins. I'm the tallest at a whopping 5 feet 4 inches. Was a size 2 until about 24. Then I stress gained a bunch of weight. Also was real lazy. Was a size 14 at my heaviest. The comments on both ends were terrible. Now that I've lost most the depression lazy weight, I get asked if I'm okay, if my health is okay. Like frick, just let me live my life. I'm a skinny guy in the trades. I'm not heavy enough to do a lot of stuff, sad face. Yes, but when someone has to crawl into a crawl space or attic, then you become the hero. Yeah, but when you're a firefighter those aren't fun places to be sent. I don't think they're fun even when you're not a firefighter. Attics are never fun, always nervous about falling through ceiling. Crawls can be kinda neat sometimes, especially in older homes with odd geography and fauna. Some of these things have already been said before, but I'll list them anyway, because they bother me. Some girls don't enjoy the physical aspect of cuddling with me, they like the emotional aspect. I usually worry that I'm gonna break my back or something if I try to carry my partner around. Most t-shirts look so blah on me. Have to wear a belt most of the time. I feel cold too quickly. My ass hurts when I sit for too long. My body hurts when I sleep on a surface that doesn't have a lot of cushion. Camping is much harder. I feel self-conscious at the beach. I eat a ton of sugar, it doesn't increase my weight, but I'm sure it's messing up many other things in my body. As a guy, the crippling sense of low self-esteem. Reading all of these responses is like a checklist as to what gave me problems growing up. The constant comments, problems when pants shopping, constant eating, but nothing to show for it. People using fingers to put a ring around my wrist or upper ankles. Comparing myself to athletic friends, etc. It was a struggle from middle school through college. Now, as a middle-aged guy, I look at my man gut and think, wow, I could use a salad. Okay Reddit guys, subscribe now, or I will make your first girlfriend.